All right, we have more and more breaking news updates regarding the Elon Musk bombshell that dropped this morning, and it is quite literally a bombshell in every single sense of the word because we learned that his drug use wasn't just a rumor, it wasn't just casual or prescribed, but it was a rampant addiction that would affect his day-to-day life. It affected his health, his relationships, and it's part of the reason why he's been so, let's say, frenetic or frantic over the past few years. But there's a very real chance that at the time this photo was taken, where he's sitting here looking at his son and other kids, that he was off of his ass on ketamine or some sort of pill. Or if it's not during this photo, then the day before or the day after, because we now have more and more updates regarding Elon Musk and his drug use. And just to back up for 1 second, I want to keep reiterating that while Elon Musk was high off of his ass, he was consolidating power in an unprecedented way, all for return on investment. You know, I've been thinking about how to message around the Elon Musk thing for a while, and I think it all comes down to that simple term, return on investment. When you spend $275 million trying to get Trump elected, but then you save $5 billion after, you are getting a very good return on your investment. It's incredibly simple. And this brings me to the new updates we have regarding Elon Musk's drug use. So even beyond the box that we now know Elon Musk has, one more time, Elon Musk has a box full of ketamine, 20 different pills, full of sometimes shrooms and acid. And I want to take a nuanced position here. I can't tell you how many friends I had in high school who or college who took shrooms and would report back to me after their trip in college. That's not even a sin in and of itself. I'm not a judgmental dude. I don't care if you do Adderall. I don't care if you do shrooms. But when you are in this position of power and you have the responsibility of directing a government agency, and you did it, you bought your way in too, like you wanted this position, you can't be off your ass all of the time. Before we jump in, please make sure to drop a like. Please make sure to subscribe. A lot of people say, Mockler, I've been watching you for months, but I never actually subscribed to the Adam Mockler channel. I thought I was. So make sure you scroll down and subscribe. And let's start here. Mr. Musk has been juggling the messy consequences of his efforts to produce more babies. So during all this drug use, he's trying to maximize his baby output, or whatever the fuck. By 2022, Mr. Musk, who has married and divorced 3 times, has fathered 6 children in his first marriage, including one who died in infancy, as well as 2 with Miss Boucher. She told people she believed they were in a monogamous relationship and building a family together. But while a surrogate was pregnant with their 3rd child, Miss Boucher was furious to discover that Mr. Musk had recently fathered twins with Siobhan Zillis, an executive at his brain implant company Neuralink. So he was cheating while on drugs. This is the family man Republicans want to look up to carefully and surgically tear into our government, or look into our government. Mr. Musk was by then sounding an alarm that the world's declining birth rates would lead to the end of civilization, publicly encouraging people to have children, and then he began to do all of these weird children games where you would try to have as many as possible and maximize his output. Even as Mr. Musk fathered more children, he favored his son X. By fall of 2022, during a period when he and Miss Boucher were broken up, he began traveling with the boy for days at a time. Miss Boucher is Grimes. Grimes reconciled with Musk only to get another unpleasant surprise. In 2023, she learned that Miss Zillis was expecting a 3rd child with Mr. Musk via surrogacy and was pregnant with their 4th. Oh my lord. Grimes and Mr. Musk began a contentious custody battle, and this intersected with the campaign and his drug use. So then Ashley St. Clair comes into the picture. Ashley St. Clair is a right-wing provocateur on Twitter who also was impregnated by Mr. Musk via surrogacy. St. Clair said in an interview that at first, Mr. Musk told her he wasn't dating anyone else. When she was about 6 months pregnant, he acknowledged he was romantically involved with Miss Zillis. St. Clair said that Musk had told her he had fathered children around the world, including one with a Japanese pop star. He said he would be willing to give his sperm to anyone who wanted to have a child. Quote, he made it seem like it was just his altruism, and he generally believed these people should just have children. So this is some weird, sick game where he is just willing to give it to anybody. On election night, Miss St. Clair and Mr. Musk both went to Mar-a-Lago to celebrate Trump's victory, but she had to pretend that she hardly knew him. He offered her $15 million and $100,000 a month until their son turned 21 in exchange for her silence, according to documents reviewed by The Times. All of this began to bleed into Musk's political life. Some of Mr. Musk's one-time friends have aired concerns about what they considered toxic public behavior. In a January newsletter explaining why their friendship had ended, Sam Harris, a public intellectual, wrote that Mr. Musk had used his social media platform to defame people and promote lies. Quote, "There is something seriously wrong with his moral compass, if not his perception of reality," Dr. Harris wrote. Later that month, at a Trump inauguration event, Mr. Musk thumped his chest and thrust his hand diagonally upward, resembling a fascist salute. Quote, "My heart goes out to you," he told the crowd. Not resembling a fascist salute, that dude thumped his chest and did a fascist salute. Mr. Musk dismissed the resulting public outcry, saying he had made a positive gesture. Dr. Love, who is a chief executive at Neurovigil, a neurotechnology company, was outraged by their performance. He wrote Mr. Musk a sharp email shared with The Times, cursing him for giving a Nazi salute. So this drug use, these familial problems began to bleed into his company life and his political life. Only 3 months, let's say 4 months after the Trump administration gains power, multiple of Elon Musk's companies are underwater in the stock market. Multiple of Elon Musk's company's board members are wanting him out. The Trump administration wants him out. And you can make a safe bet that the New York Times, while writing this article, made a call to the Trump administration, to Elon Musk, and to other officials, and said, "We have proof of Elon Musk's drug use." And then it just spiraled from there, and the Trump admin officially pushed him away. When Mr. Musk didn't respond to the message, Dr. Lowe posted his concerns on social media. Quote, "I have no sympathy for this behavior," he wrote on Facebook, referring to the gesture as well as other behaviors. Quote, "At some point, after having repeatedly confronted it in private, I believe the ethical thing to do is to speak out, forcefully and unapologetically." The next month, Mr. Musk once again found himself under scrutiny, this time for an appearance at the Conservative Political Action Conference outside Washington. As he walked on stage, he was handed a chainsaw from one of his political allies, Milei, the president of Argentina. Quote, "This is a chainsaw for bureaucracy," Mr. Musk shouted into the cheering crowd. Then he also went, "Roar!" Remember that? He always just roars randomly. That's probably the drug use. Or the fact that he has 12 baby mamas and he just is trying to wonder, I don't know. Some conference organizers told The Times that they did not notice anything out of the ordinary about his behavior behind the scenes. But during an onstage interview, he spoke in disjointed bouts of stuttering and laughing with sunglasses on. Clips of it went viral as many viewers speculated about possible drug use. Honestly, brother, just smoke weed. Like, if you're going to be addicted to drugs, you shouldn't at all. You shouldn't do any drugs if I'm going to be a moral beacon. But why do ketamine in 20 different pills and shrooms and acid? Like, this dude could probably have taken an edible and still gone on stage and just been a little bit more chill than normal. I would never incentivize that. I would never want someone to do that. But why is this dude hooked on? I guess it's an age-old question. Why is anybody addicted to anything? With Elon Musk, it's probably to suppress some of his emotions, suppress the fact that he's disliked across the country. Now, we have to relentlessly message about this. The Trump administration let a drug-addicted billionaire inside the White House, inside the halls of Congress, to steal your data, to steal your information, to cut Social Security. We've been following his lead. The Trump administration has been following the whims of a drug-addicted billionaire and cutting Social Security and cutting all of this stuff, and we need to be messaging. Democrats need to be talking about this relentlessly, and all of the other corruption that's going on. If you appreciate the videos I make, if you made it this far, scroll down, drop a like, join the crew. Digital media company coming soon. We are going to build it, scale it. Love you all, and peace out.